Hello everybody, my name is Rune Eldred, and I'm sorry I've had such a busy last few weeks that I haven't been able to put out an episode of Dragon Age Inquisition, but welcome back to DAI. In the last episode we started the something Abyss. It's the Helping Hawk Save the Grey Warden's mission, where we had to go to Crestwood and everything for that. So if you missed it, you can find it in the index card up above. We're back in Skyhold. I'm going to talk to a few people.
Monarch and Haven. You've all sorts serving now. That means change. So be it.
Cool.
The merchant's guild never gives up.
Something going on here?
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antigua, until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It's devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
Oh.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest.
I gotta go kill a spider. Give me a second.
It is infuriating.
Hi, you ugly
to see my
son of a
family still
bitch.
reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. It cannot be my legacy to them.
But you're not actually poor. Ah! My chair
Is there anything I
popped.
can do?
I'd almost solved our problem. For a while.
Do you need money?
I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montillier's as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Varric, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status stolen.
Who did it?
Do you have any idea who murdered them?
Ellana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Varric, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will that get him?
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin revolt to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If it helps you, I'll go.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Alright, alright, alright. Alright, so it looks like the person we're to meet. Oh, there's Josephine right there.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
The Comte Boisvert invited us to his mansion, not far from it. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers. Promise.
Let's go meet him.
The way.
I have a feeling it's an ambush, that he is the one that killed their messengers, and that there's some type of family squabble. Alright, here we go.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
Alright, get on it.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montillier's servants must weigh heavily. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contact obtained a copy of a document in the archive. Contract for life.
of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montillier's trading exile in Orlais.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
I am afraid so, yes.
Contract was signed by noble family. The Duparquets.
But the Duparquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Duparquets were our rivals. They drove the Montillers from Val-Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duty.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its standards.
I'll do what I can to stop these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Duparquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Duparquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Monty. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt.
I'm waiting for this guy to pull out assassins or something to kill her.
You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors. That's
A bit of this contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Was there ever a Ooh.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montillier's messengers was genuine. So was his information. An end to be tied up later.
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby castle. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montillier's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
it is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Duparquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you. May we conclude with my departure?
Go then.
Good day, my lady. I pray we never meet again.
That is intriguing.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts.
I
Let's
was-
discuss them back at Sky.
I was
Safer with the castle's walls.
honestly scared when I saw Josephine.
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
I'm pretty good with picking locks if you let me.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
Still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last few Paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. will require a noble from Varric to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them. It's so likely to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake. I assume you already know everything about this mess. There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you. Ellana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Varric? We can solve this without more deaths on either side.
My people are ready, should you change your mind. I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits. I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the two parakeets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Varric. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
I am non-intrigued in working in Varric. That loud, piercing sound in my ears is great. Seems like the tavern is empty. That's already a suspicious sign.
Nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. The whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? A warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
Oh!
That's a big concern in Tevinter.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
So I might as well just
I'll
think.
need you to explain that.
I know what he
Did I
meant.
stutter? Men and the company thereof as insects. Surely you've heard of it.
This is not exactly news, Dorian.
Why should it be? Why should anyone care? I have no idea.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
Maybe his
Father, let
bigotry
you reach out and
will
give him
change.
assurance.
People could
Let us
change.
go. Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words.
Good
The
words.
first thing
Not
you
all
did
of
when
his
your
words are
precious
good,
heir
but those are
refused to play
fairly
pretend
good
for the
ones.
rest of his life. You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Honestly, this is making me like Dorian a whole lot more. It is definitely letting like his character arc speak through. You didn't let him speak.
You got a lot off your chest. Can't you give him a chance to do the same?
Yeah, he disapproves now, but maybe in the end.
Tell me why you came.
He'll
If I knew,
appreciate
I would
it.
drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again. To ask him to forgive me.
See? Told you you should have let him talk, Dorian. Booyah. I feel like I'm gonna get some approval that's gonna take away the disapproval that he gave me for, like, enforcing this encounter. But even I personally think, yeah, the dad's in the wrong for, like, outcasting him for his sexuality, which is bad. But he should still give his father the chance to explain himself, because again, people can change. Maybe his father has changed. And hopefully, as soon as we get out of this black screen here, we'll see if that transformation is what it was. Alright,
He
talk
says
to me.
we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside.
Which you shouldn't have to do.
Ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable.
Which is
I found
definitely not acceptable.
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had. I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dorian.
Are you alright?
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
Whew.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
That was very...
Know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me.
Oh. Oh, there's Dorian. Anything else we got to say to each
Oh.
other?
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side. The rumors alone.
Because he's Tevinter.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically? I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
Well, there's no need to worry.
No cause for concern, Your Reverence. With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion. Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition? I see. I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Damn, I'm just gonna stare him down as you walk
That's
away.
something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No, it takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
I wish they wouldn't disparage you. They don't know you.
They know you even less than they know me. Perhaps it's
Well,
odd
we're
to
both
say, but
accustomed.
I thought of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I
Aw.
have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me.
Well, it looks like I made a good friend. But I was gonna say, like, we're both, like, victims of rumors because I'm Llewellyn, so people naturally distrust me because I'm an elf.
I should go.
Well, that was great, actually finishing out Dorian's kind of quest line there. Crestwood, Still Waters. We have a lot to do there still, but let's hit here, the inner circle. Who else do I got stuff for here? Not that it matters much, but I want to just make sure that we're marking where we're supposed to be going. Oh, hi you guys. How are you?
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual. It has to be blood magic. I hope we can stop them before more people get hurt. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Alright. So nice seeing Hawk again. I really wish we could see our Grey Warden commander as well. I think it would just be really cool seeing everybody like meet up to fight together. Ooh.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear. This is wrong. Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice.
Come on, you all have to see that this is bad.
Good. Now bind it just as I showed you.
They have the anchor. He's transferring them.
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Eramond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warder.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient Tevinter Magister.
That dude's
who
eyes are
once
red.
won Bishop Light.
Either that or he's
Very
blushing.
serious accusation. Let's see what the wardens say. Wardens, hands up. Hands down.
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Even Tevinter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
I saw this at Redcliffe.
Corypheus marching across Orlais with an army of demons. That was in the future I saw at Redcliffe.
And now you know how it begins. Sadly, the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
Made them? No. Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid.
That's a lie. The Grey Wardens are heroes. They would never do this willingly.
The Grey Wardens care about nothing save stopping blights. They will do anything to accomplish that. You should have seen Clarel agonize over it. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when Darkspawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, poof.
No more blights.
Ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world.
That's madness. For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
Why risk using
Why
demons?
would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question order.
The perfect
They are the
zombie
perfect
army.
to fight through the deep road. Or across Orlais. Now they are bound to my master.
And what's in it for you?
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
Somebody's certainly a tool.
For me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be God Kings here in the world.
Let the Wardens
Release
go.
the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't. The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you're foolish enough to reveal again. That marking there, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, he stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the faith. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be... Ah!
Don't fuck with me.
Kill them!
No, this will be easy. Okay, immediately went for me. Not a fan of that. Alright. I love how quick Hawk went down. Let me just resurrect Hawk here real quick. Come on, buddy. There we go. And let's go ahead and resurrect Stroud real quick. Oh.
They refuse to listen to reason.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Of course. Sacrificed in the ritual. What a waste.
They were misled.
Pheromones lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
The Wardens were wrong, Walk, but they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. But it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Ehrman fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
Excellent work.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Do I get to continue playing from here? Okay, cool, because there's a lot of crap to loot. I want that Spirit Essus. I don't even get to see what this was over here. Oh, I could examine this pile of deadness. Mission. I don't trust this ritual Claire is talking about. You sure it's safe? Yeah, okay, so at least some of them were like, I don't trust this. Let me loot this bag here. Gray whiskey. Nice. Powerful enough to breach elements. Alright, cool.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. Thanks to our Lady Ambassador.
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sappers. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
Nice.
That is the good news.
Okay, I'm
And
listening.
the bad news?
Ehrman called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
Which is good.
We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
This will be bloody.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, we march on Adamant.
Alright. We are not going to do that right now. As happy as I am to be at this point, and here lies the abyss, we are going to take a minute to deviate. We're already about 50 minutes into recording time. I do want to go back into the War Council room. We're at 50 minutes of record time, so we're not going to jump in and do the ending of this main mission right now. We're going to continue to do some side quests, complete some stuff for our companions, and send my people out to doing whatever it is that they're doing.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
Bloody history.
This is where the elves made their last stand, isn't it?
Ah, you've studied the Dales. Yes. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
Freemen of the
This
Dales.
rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves.
Of course,
There
Colin's
must
ready.
be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
Thank you.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Why, thank you. Such a beautiful area. Alright, let's see. Let's look at the map. Where do I need to go from here? There's a question mark there. See some fade rifts. Undead ramparts. Or ramparts. Favors the first enchanter. Fuck, I can't read. Requisition officer. We'll have something new here. One last Venatori and unfinished business. So it looks like we're making a clear path upwards.
This might interest you, sir.
Okay, let me get over here.
Dispatch for you.
Report.
What is it?
This could help us.
Of course it could. Thank you. My leg itches. Claim this little landmark. You guys are gonna start a fight this close to us? Alright, I mean, that's what you want to do.
It's the Inquisition! Give them up the rampart! Dorian, commanding!
What level is this guy? 16? So Vivian, like, messes things up.
I wonder why.
I was never good at doing what other people wanted.
Alright, well, there's that. The Inquisition have arrived. They will take the Dales and say it's the Herald of Andraste's right. There is no such right. These lands should be yours. We cannot allow the Inquisition to gain a foothold. As Orlay's true defenders, you know what to do. Excuse me, sir. Let me just murderize you up real good. Alright, there we go. Do that. Revive our mage. Take her book. I'm getting an uneasy feeling following it out here to flames and stuff. Oh, yay, another dragon. It's gonna blow fire right at me, ain't it? Of course Cassandra's quest would be out here. Yes, just focus solely on the rest of my team. Nice. Everybody gang up on this guy. Kill him for Cassandra's case. Dude, Dunsky.
It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
No, thank you for having me dive right into the heart of dragon freaking territory. I love coming out here to face dragons. I love to know where I have to be for imminent death. Incomplete letter. I hope you're doing well. I regret daily not joining you in the fight. I wanted to be free, not have to deal with the rebellion or Templars. I wanted to be left alone. It was stupid.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Hope you've got your comfortable boots on. The scouts have seen a number of fade rifts all over the forest. We've located this mysterious Fairbanks. He won't share his information with anyone but you. He and his men are camped out at Watcher's Reach on the path ahead. From what we can tell, they're refugees from the war. Peasants, mostly.
Tell me everything you know about Fairbanks.
We don't know much about him. He appeared after the Civil War started, helping people fleeing from the destruction. Fairbanks is likely not his real name.
Do you know anything else about the region?
They call this place the Emerald Graves. Legend says that a tree grows here for every elven knight of Halam Sharal who perished in its defense. It's sad, doesn't it?
We are the last elven.
We are the last elven. Never again shall we submit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Inquisitor. I spoke thoughtlessly.
Thank you for the information. I'll head out.
One other thing. A group of deserters from the Imperial armies has established itself here. Freemen of the Dales, they call themselves. They are hostile to the Inquisition, and everyone else. Watch your back, Inquisitor.
Thank you. So let's look here and see how far one must travel. Watcher's Refuge. Of course, you're going to be way up out here. Let's see how far we could go. Alright, so here we are. We're in the Emerald Graves. We finally found what I am suspecting to be the last of the people Cassandra needs to take down. You know what? I'm going to hit you with that. Took down her mage. Come on, come on, come on. Get her up, get her up, get her up. Dude, what is going on here? Where is she? Come on, step closer, it's okay. There he is, he's frozen in place, everybody stab and break him. That was loud. Stab him down, stab him down.
Sad that it came to this, but at least it is done.
There we go. Alright, that means we have officially taken out each one of the rogue MIGs that Cassandra was interested in hunting down. That's good. I'm just gonna take all these. Alright, Cassandra, let's see what you got to say.
Planning troop movements now.
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blight. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make things
We
better.
make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Those are admirable goals.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging.
Why are you so...
Tell me, what guides you?
The anchor. The
You
player.
make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had
IGN
the-
walkthroughs.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm guided by what my conscience tells me.
Your conscience must speak more clearly than mine.
I doubt it, but I do my best.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
I hope we can call each other friends.
I hope so too. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're...
Yay, a second friendship solidified. In one video, I have made friends with Dorian and now Cassandra. Anything else she has to say? This is why you talk to your peeps.
Good book.
Ah! I
Hard
don't
in
know
Hightown.
what you're talking about.
Are you embarrassed?
Wait, are you blushing? What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields, the latest chapter.
You don't need to hide it. Varric's
So
a
you
great
like to read.
author.
What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you, Tevinter.
Ooh.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
I'm telling Varric. I should read it. Ooh.
Why not? I think Varric would be pleased to have another fan.
Please. Yes, that's one word for it. They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Can I get any more funny dialogue out of her?
I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing seekers.
That we have.
I didn't see Van Loren as the sort of nobleman that would become involved in this war. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me.
I'd like your
Do
advice.
you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to me. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Yep. Guilty pleasures. Talk to Varric about swords and shields. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Jumping for joy at Cassandra's silliness. Hi, Varric.
I've got a minute if you need something.
Special.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
You sound
What's
surprised.
surprising about that?
You have met Cassandra, haven't you? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, you'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Well, Cassandra seems to be hooked on it.
And I honestly thought a hole in the sky was the weirdest thing that could happen. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
Yes.
You've got a deal.
I'll give you work.
Yes.
You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Oh my god, this is great. Okay, hold on. Before I traverse back and forth, let's run over here. Egghead, you got anything to say? He does. Just sip your tea there, buddy. Or whatever you're drinking that doesn't seem to be good.
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
Name it.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
And we will
I'd
rescue
be
that
happy
friend.
to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry.
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the faith. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the faith.
Investigate. Why didn't it want him?
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Ravane. But not everyone wants to go to Ravane. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Why would they summon
Do
it?
you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the faith. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Alright. Let's go this way up to the mage tower. Nope, not where I wanted to go. It's up this way to the mage tower, right? Yeah. Chapter of Swords and Shields. I'm so excited to see how that turns out. Dorian, my friend, how are you?
Here we are.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Okay, I guess I don't need to turn in anything to him. Vivian, you up here? She is, with a copy of Hard Fried Town. It's done.
Your lost books have been found.
Your assistance in this matter will not be forgotten, I assure you.
Yay, Vivian greatly appears. First enchanter. Catch me, noble woman. Alright, time to get to Cassandra. And then we could end out this video before I hit 2 hours.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
This is your doing.
I hoped you'd like it.
You'd be happy about it.
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
That little smirk.
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsmen...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Cassandra greatly approves.
Thank you.
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
But don't forget to tell all your friends. Have any? Completely worth it.
That made me so happy.
I trust all is well.
Yep, all is well. Alright, everybody. I was not expecting to go over this long, but we're going to end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Share with your friends, family, pet, rock, cat, dog, whoever you got to share videos with. I look forward to getting through more of Dragon Age Inquisition with you guys. We have a lot we got to do. And I do mean a lot that we got to do. I don't know what we'll do in the next episode, if we'll keep going on with Here Lies the Abyss and finish that out. And then just do a bunch of side stuff before Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, or if we'll start moving on to some of the DLC stuff that happens during the campaign. We'll figure it all out as time moves on. Again, if you missed anything in the Dragon Age saga, you can find it in the bottom left of the in-screen annotations, whereas the upper left will take you to the Mass Effect Saga playlist, another game made by BioWare. Bottom right, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to be notified when videos come out. Have a wonderful day, night, brunch, sunshine, whatever time of day you view this, and we'll see you in the next episode. Toodaloo, everybody.